Welcome to another episode by MedEasy-Forum. You know, your body has this incredibly powerful elite security system that's working around the clock 24/7, and you probably don't even know it exists. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the amazing Complement Cascade.
I mean, just imagine it, a silent, super efficient patrol that's always on duty inside you, constantly on the lookout for trouble. Well, that's not science fiction, not at all. It's exactly what the complement system is doing every single second of your life. So let's dive in and see how this incredible frontline defense actually works.
So, what is this thing really? Well, the complement system is basically a network of special proteins just floating around in your blood. You can think of it like the immune system's first responder. It's part of our innate immunity, which means it's always ready to go, providing a super fast frontline defense against invaders, things like bacteria and viruses.
And we're not talking about a small operation here. This is a really sophisticated team of over 30 different proteins. Most of them get made in your liver, and then boom, they're released into your bloodstream. But here's the really clever part. They circulate as inactive precursors. They're like these little sleeping agents, just waiting for the signal to jump into action.
Okay, so how do these sleeping agents get woken up? How does the system even know when it's time to spring into action? Well, it all starts with an intruder alert. And that alert can be triggered in one of three very distinct ways. And this right here is where that name, Cascade, comes from. See, once a threat is detected, it's not just one protein doing all the work. It sets off this incredible domino effect. The first protein activates a second one, which then activates a third, and on it goes. This chain reaction just massively and rapidly amplifies the response, turning a tiny little signal into a huge defensive assault.
This whole cascade can be kicked off through three different pathways, and each one has its own unique trigger. We've got the classical, the lectin, and the alternative pathways. And even though they all start a little differently, trust me, they're all heading towards the exact same goal, getting rid of the threat.
So first up is the classical pathway. This one is, well, the most classic, because it actually links up with another major part of your immune system, your antibodies. It's usually triggered when those specialized proteins, the ones your body makes after an infection, latch onto a pathogen. The complement system sees that antibody tag and knows, all right, it's go time.
Next, we have the lectin pathway. Now this one is a master of disguise detection. Instead of looking for antibody tags, it uses these special proteins that are total experts recognizing unique sugar patterns. These patterns are all over the surfaces of microbes, but not on our own cells. Spotting those foreign sugars is an immediate trigger for the cascade. Pretty cool, right?
And finally, there's the alternative pathway. The best way to think about this one is as the system's constant surveillance mode. It's always active, but at a very low level, kind of spontaneously bumping into and testing surfaces. Now, our own cells have these protective signals that tell it to back off immediately. But when it bumps into a pathogen that's missing those signals, it latches on and unleashes the whole cascade.
So check this out. It doesn't matter which of the three pathways sounded the alarm, classical, lectin, or alternative, they all converge. They all lead to the same incredibly powerful, coordinated response, a totally devastating three-pronged attack on the intruder.
And this attack has three main outcomes. First, something called opsonization. The complement proteins basically coat the pathogen, tagging it for disposal, and making it look absolutely delicious to scavenger cells. Second, inflammation. The system releases these chemical signals that are basically calling for backup, bringing more immune cells rushing to the fight. And third, the final blow, lysis. The proteins actually assemble themselves into a structure that literally punches holes in the pathogen's membrane, causing it to burst. Game over. Now, you might be thinking, a system this powerful and destructive, it must need some serious safety protocols, right? I mean, you can't have it just punching holes in any cell it bumps into. So how does the body stop this elite security force from causing friendly fire and attacking itself?
Well, the answer is just brilliant. It's these special complement control proteins. Your healthy cells have these proteins dotted all over their surfaces, and they act like a secret password. They tell the complement system, hey, I'm one of you, stand down. Pathogens, on the other hand, they don't have this password. And this simple, elegant distinction is what allows the system to be so brutally effective against invaders while sparing our own healthy tissues. But what happens when that regulation fails? If those control proteins are faulty, or if the system just becomes overactive, it can start attacking the body's own cells.
This friendly fire is actually a key factor in some really serious conditions, including autoimmune diseases like lupus and even eye conditions like macular degeneration.
So that leaves us with this really fascinating paradox, doesn't it? The system is this incredible, powerful guardian, but all of its power is held in this really delicate balance. So what happens when a defender's own safety switch fails? That is one of the most crucial questions in modern medicine today. Thanks so much for joining this explainer on the incredible complement system. Like and subscribe.